Hey guys, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. In this tutorial, I'll be demonstrating how to create this Rudolph cake decorated with a 104 piping tip. I have an extra tall 5-inch cake and I'll leave a link in the description and in the eye icon above how to stack a super tall cake. I'm going in with some hybrid buttercream, also going to be linked in the bottom and also in the eye icon, and covering the whole cake in this. Smooth it down, fill in any pockets, and then smooth out again. Bring that lip of frosting into the center with a nice wide spatula and into the fridge to set completely. In the meantime, we're going to create our floral decorations. Stick a baking square onto a floral nail with some buttercream, and I'm using a number 352 piping tip to pipe out 5 super long petals. This is going to create our poinsettia flowers. You can leave it as is. I went in with a few more little petals right in the center. You'll need about anywhere from 7 to 10 of these flowers. I've taken some green buttercream and creating about 6 stamens right in the center with a very small cut at the end of a piping tip. Once all your flowers have been piped, transfer them onto a metal baking tray, or any baking tray will do, and into the freezer to set completely. Mine took about an hour or so in the freezer, and by the time they were nice and firm, I could handle them without them breaking. In the meantime though, while they do set, take a 104 piping tip with some red buttercream frosting. Start at the top of your cake and gently pipe it down diagonally until you see the very end of your piping line at the very front of the cake. Give it a side by side zigzag as you pipe to create some interest and texture. I also use some green buttercream as well, just to add a bit more interest. And you want to be able to see the mane from the front of your cake, which is why we're going down diagonally. Until you have a little something that looks like this. Take out your poinsettia, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, flowers, and stick them directly onto your mane before it has time to set. So you do not want to put your cake in the fridge yet, you want to apply your little decorative flowers and then pop it into the fridge to set completely. If you're enjoying this tutorial, feel free to subscribe. We upload a new cake decorating video every week. The next step is to create the eyes for our Rudolph. You can take a piping tip or a glass, something circular and large, and indent little semicircles somewhere near the top. Follow that line with some brown buttercream. You might go over it a few times to make it nice and thick. And then go over with some tissue that has absolutely no grain to it, so it's nice and flat, doesn't have any pattern on the tissue, and gently press it down so it's nice and flat and seamless. At the very top, go over with 2 lines of black. I made mine curve up towards the end, and I'm also using black for its eyes. To make it a little bit cuter, you could add some white catch lights right in the eye as well. Smooth it out with some tissue paper again. And your eyes are done. Next is the nose. You could use a little fondant button, or you could pipe a circle right in the center as well. Smooth it out like you did before. And your cake is almost done. All we're missing now is the antlers. To make the antlers, I've used dark chocolate and piping on some baking paper. I've created 2. Make sure that the second one is a reflection of the first one, so they're kind of like a left hand and a right hand. You know what I mean? You have the thumb on your left, and then on the right hand you have your thumb on the right. Does that make sense? Just basically make it mirrored. Pop it into your cake at the very top and you're done. You might want to cut some inserts into the top so you don't break your chocolate. Basically pave a little way for your chocolate when you press it in. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and you give it a go. If you do, hashtag Rosie's Dessert Spot so I can see your awesome version as well. Thanks again, and I'll catch you next time.